Hello, welcome back to English Compass. I'm so happy you're here today because we're going to talk about something that every English learner struggles with. And I mean, every single one. What is it? Concentration. Focus. The ability to actually learn instead of just scrolling on your phone. Am I right? Be honest. How many times have you sat down to study English, and 5 minutes later, your phone is in your hand? You're checking Instagram, you're watching TikTok, and suddenly, 30 minutes are gone. And you learned nothing. Yeah, I see you. I've been there too. So today, in this episode, I want to share something that completely changed my English learning and the English learning of thousands of students. I'm going to teach you exactly how to focus better, build a study habit that actually works, and enjoy your English practice again, even if you think you can't focus for more than 2 minutes. This is not boring theory. This is practical, real, actionable advice you can use today. So grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable place, and let's dive in. Are you ready? Great, let's go. Before I show you the solution, I want to tell you something important. Your inability to concentrate is not your fault. I know that sounds strange, but hear me out. You live in a world that is designed to distract you. Your phone sends you notifications every 10 seconds. YouTube recommends videos constantly. Social media companies have hired scientists, actual scientists, to make their apps more addictive. So when you can't focus for more than a few minutes, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you don't want to learn English. It's because your brain is being attacked by millions of things trying to grab your attention. Do you know what happens to your brain when you try to study English while your phone is next to you, even if you're not using it? Research shows your brain's processing power drops by 40%. That means you read slower, you understand less, you remember less, you get frustrated faster, you give up faster. So yeah, maybe you're not bad at focusing. Maybe you're just trying to focus in an environment that makes it impossible. Let me ask you something. What do you do when you sit down to study English? Do you have your phone next to you? Have YouTube open in another tab? Have social media open? Have your email notifications on? If you said yes to any of these, congratulations. You've just made English learning 40 harder than it needs to be. But here's the good news. You can change this today. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, so let me teach you something that changed everything for me. There are actually 2 different types of concentration. And most English learners only know about one of them. That's why they struggle. The 2 types are 1. Deliberate concentration. Focus with purpose. This is when you sit down and you say, I'm going to study English for 25 minutes. I'm going to do this specific thing. I'm going to be 100% focused. You remove distractions. You turn off your phone. You close all your tabs. You look at your English book or your computer screen, and you concentrate. This is active, intense, requires effort, can be tiring, but very effective. You can only do this for about 20 to 30 minutes before your brain gets tired. Example, you're listening to an English podcast and you pause every 5 seconds to write down new vocabulary. Your brain is working hard. This is deliberate concentration. 2. Organic concentration, natural, relaxed focus. This is different. This is when you're doing something in English, and you forget about the studying. You're just doing it naturally. Like when you watch a movie in English, and you're so interested in the story that you don't even think about, oh, this is English learning. You're just watching. You're just enjoying. This is passive. Relaxed. Requires no effort. Can last for hours. And it still helps you learn. Example, you're watching an English TV show, and for 1 hour, you're completely focused because you want to know what happens next. You're not trying to focus. You're just interested. Here's the thing. Both are powerful, and you need both to really improve your English. Listen to what happens when you use only deliberate concentration. You burn out after 30 minutes. You get tired and frustrated. You stop enjoying English. You give up. And when you use only organic concentration, you learn slowly. You don't practice grammar actively. You don't challenge yourself. You stay at the same level for months. But when you combine them together, that's when magic happens. Let me give you an example from my own life. Every morning, I spent 30 minutes doing deliberate concentration. I would listen to an English podcast. Pause every 30 seconds. Write down new words. Repeat the sentences. Check my pronunciation. This was hard. My brain was tired after 30 minutes. But I learned so much. New vocabulary, new grammar patterns, better pronunciation. Then, in the evening, I would do organic concentration. I would watch an English TV show. Just relax and enjoy. Not pause, not write things down. Just follow the story. This was fun. I could do it for 2 hours. And my brain was learning passively. It was understanding context, getting used to natural pronunciation, learning expressions naturally. After 3 months of doing both, my English changed completely. My listening comprehension got so much better. My pronunciation sounded more natural. I understood more words without thinking about them. So that's lesson 1. You need both types of concentration. Now let me give you specific techniques. These are not theoretical. These are things I've tested. Thousands of students have tested them. And they work. Technique 1. The 25-minute deep focus session. You've probably heard of the Pomodoro technique, right? 25 minutes of focus, then 5 minutes of break. Here's how you use it for English. Step 1. Choose one specific thing you're going to do. Not, study English. But, I will listen to one English lesson and write down 10 new words. Step 2. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Step 3. Put your phone in another room. Not just on silent. Another room. Step 4. Do your one task completely. No checking Instagram. No checking email. No stopping. Step 5. After 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. Get water. Move your body. Rest your brain. Why does this work? Because your brain can handle 25 minutes of intense focus. It's not too long. It's not too short. It's the perfect amount. And here's the secret. After doing this for 2 weeks, your brain gets used to it. It becomes easier. Your concentration naturally improves. Some students tell me, but I can't focus for 25 minutes. And I say, can you focus for 5 minutes? Usually, they say yes. Okay, do 5 minutes. Next week, do 6 minutes. The week after, do 7 minutes. Slowly, 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 you build your concentration muscle. Like a real muscle at the gym. Technique 2. The environment design. This is so important. Your environment either helps your focus or destroys it. So design your environment for success. Find a quiet place, not your bed, not the living room with the TV on. A quiet place. Remove your phone, put it in another room. Seriously. Close all unnecessary tabs. If you're learning on a computer, close YouTube, close social media, close email. Only have your English lesson open. Use headphones. This tells your brain, now is learning time. Be focused. Have water next to you. Your brain needs water to focus. Seriously. Make your study place look nice. If your study area looks ugly and messy, your brain doesn't want to be there. Light a candle. Put a plant nearby. Make it a place you want to be. I know this sounds small, but trust me, your environment has massive power over your concentration. Technique 3. The hook technique. Start with interest. Here's the problem with many English lessons. They're boring. The teacher talks about grammar. There's no story. There's no reason to care. So your brain doesn't want to focus. The solution. Start with something that interests you. If you love football, find English lessons about football. If you love cooking, find English lessons about cooking. If you love psychology, find English lessons about psychology. When you're interested, your brain wants to focus. You don't have to force it. I had a student named Maria. She said, "I can't focus on English lessons. I always give up after 5 minutes." I asked her, "What do you love?" She said, "I love dancing." So I said, "Find English content about dancing. Watch interviews with famous dancers. Watch dance tutorials in English." 2 weeks later, she came to me and said, "I watched 4 hours of English content this week about dancing, and I didn't even realize I was learning." That is the power of starting with interest. So here's your action. Think about what you love. Then find English content about that thing. Technique 4. The shadowing method. Speaking while listening. This is one of the best ways to practice English and maintain concentration at the same time. What is shadowing? It's simple. You listen to English, and at the same time, you repeat what you hear, out loud, like you're the speaker's shadow. Why does this work so well? Because your brain is busy. You can't get distracted by your phone because your mouth is busy speaking. Your ears are listening. Your brain is processing. You're completely engaged. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Listen to an English podcast or lesson for 1 minute without trying to repeat anything. Just understand what you hear. Step 2. Now, play the same 1 minute again. This time, try to repeat what you hear. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation. Just try. Step 3. Repeat this 2 to 3 times until your words match the speaker's words. Step 4. Move to the next minute. This seems slow, but in 25 minutes, you can practice with 2 to 3 minutes of English content. And your brain is getting maximum value. Your listening improves. Your speaking improves. Your pronunciation improves. And you're so busy, you literally can't get distracted. Technique 5. The story method. Learning through stories. Here's something research has shown. Your brain remembers stories 22 times better than facts. 22 times. So if I tell you a grammar rule, use the present perfect for something that happened in the past and is still happening now. You'll probably forget it tomorrow. But if I tell you a story about a person who learned English, struggled, gave up, came back, and finally succeeded, you'll remember that story forever. So use stories to learn English. Instead of learning vocabulary from a list, learn it through stories. Instead of learning grammar rules, see grammar used in stories. Instead of listening to boring podcasts, listen to podcasts that tell stories. Because when you're interested in a story, your concentration automatically becomes better. Your brain doesn't need to try. It just happens. Technique 6. The progress tracking method. Here's something that nobody talks about. Seeing progress makes you want to focus more. If you don't see progress, you lose motivation. And without motivation, concentration is impossible. So here's what you do. Every week, write down. How many minutes did you study? What new words did you learn? What did you improve? And every month, look back. See your progress. When you see, oh, last month I could understand 30 of an English movie. Now I can understand 40. Your brain gets excited. It wants to keep going. And when your brain is excited, concentration becomes easy. So track your progress. Write it down. Look at it often. Let it motivate you. Okay, I've given you a lot of theory and techniques. But I know what you're thinking. This is nice, but what do I do? Give me a real routine I can start tomorrow. So here it is. This is the routine I recommend to every English learner who struggles with concentration. The 15-minute daily English routine.
Note, you can do this in the morning, afternoon, or evening. Pick a time when your brain is fresh. Minute 1 to 2. Warm up. Sit down. Get comfortable. Take 3 deep breaths. Drink some water. Say out loud, for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to focus on English. I'm going to learn. I'm going to enjoy this. Why? Because this tells your brain, it's time to focus now. Minute 2 to 5. Listening shadowing 3 minutes. Choose one English lesson or podcast you're interested in. Listen to 1 to 2 minutes of it. Then replay it and do shadowing. Try to repeat what you hear. This is deliberate concentration. Your brain is active. Example, you're listening to an English podcast about psychology. You pause at a sentence. Many people think success is about working harder, but research shows success is about working smarter. You try to repeat this sentence. You get the pronunciation right. Your brain learns the grammar, the pronunciation, the vocabulary all at the same time. This is powerful learning. Minute 5 to 10. New vocabulary 5 minutes. Take the English content you just listened to. Pick 3 to 5 new words you heard. Write them down. Write down the word, how to say it, what it means. One example sentence. But here's the key, don't just write the definition. Write a story or example with the word. Example. Word, procrastinate, put off doing something. Meaning, to delay doing something even though you know you should do it. Example, I procrastinated studying for the English test, so I had to study all night before the exam. Why a story? Because your brain remembers stories better. Minute 10 to 13. Speaking practice 3 minutes. Now, say 1 or 2 of those new words out loud in your own sentences. Just practice. Don't worry about being perfect. This is where your mouth gets practice. Your speaking improves. Minute 13 to 15. Fun English 2 minutes. End with something fun. Watch a 2-minute video of something you love in English. A funny clip, a cooking video, a sports moment. Why? Because you want your brain to associate English with enjoyment, not just hard work. When you end your study session feeling happy, you'll want to come back tomorrow. That's it. 15 minutes. Every single day. But here's the magic. Do this for 30 days straight, and I promise you, your English will improve. Your concentration will get better. And studying English will feel easier. Why? Because you're training your brain. Just like training your body. If you go to the gym once, nothing happens. But if you go to the gym every day for 30 days, your body changes. Same thing with your brain and English. 30 days. That's all I'm asking. I want to tell you about some real students who use these techniques. Because sometimes, you need to hear real stories to believe it's possible. Story 1. Ahmed, from I Can't Focuses to I Love English. Ahmed is from Egypt. He's a software developer. When he came to me, he said, I've been trying to learn English for 5 years. But I can never focus. I've tried apps, podcasts, books. Nothing works. My concentration is just bad. I think I can never learn English. I told him, Ahmed, your problem is not your brain. Your problem is your environment and your method. So I taught him the techniques I just taught you. He started with the 15-minute daily routine. Day 1 to 5, he said, this is hard. My brain hurts. But okay, I'll try. Day 6 to 10, he said, I'm noticing things. I can understand simple English sentences now. Day 15, he said, wait. I'm actually enjoying this. I watched an English video for 30 minutes and didn't get bored. Day 30, he said, I can understand my favorite YouTubers' videos now. I never thought this would happen. Today, Ahmed tells people, I thought I was bad at English. Turns out, I just needed the right method. Story 2. Fatima, the busy mom. Fatima is a mother of 3 kids. She's also working full-time. She came to me and said, I have 10 minutes a day. That's all. I can't do 15 minutes. I can't do 30 minutes. I only have 10 minutes. Is that enough? I told her, Fatima, 10 minutes every single day is better than 5 hours once a week. Let's do it. So we made a 10-minute version of the routine. Here's what she did. Minute 1 to 3, listen and shadow. Minute 3 to 7, learn 2 new words. Minute 7 to 10, fun English video. Every single day. After 90 days, she said, I can understand English movies now. My kids are surprised. My husband is surprised. I'm surprised. And you know what she told me? The secret wasn't more time. The secret was consistent time. Every day. No excuses. Story 3. Carlos, the distracted student. Carlos is a university student. He wanted to learn English for his career. But he was terrible at concentrating. He said, my phone is my problem. I check Instagram every 5 seconds. I can't stop. So I told him, Carlos, for these 25 minutes, your phone is in another room. Not on silent, another room. He thought I was crazy. But he tried it. First day, he checked his phone 47 times in 25 minutes. 47 times. But he put it in another room, so he couldn't use it. Instead, he had to sit and study. Day 5, he checked it 20 times in his head, but only used it 3 times. Day 15, he didn't even think about his phone. After 30 days, he said, I can focus for 50 minutes now. I never thought I could do this. I feel like my brain has superpowers. The point of these stories? You're not alone. Everyone struggles with concentration, and everyone can improve it. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be special. You just need the right techniques and the willingness to try for 30 days. That's it. Okay, before you go, I want to say something important. You might think, this is nice, but it won't work for me. I'm different. I can't focus. And I want to tell you, that thought is a lie. Your brain is capable of amazing things. You just need to remove distractions. Use the right techniques. Be consistent. Be patient. Even small moments of concentration can change your English over time. I know it doesn't feel that way. You think, I only studied for 25 minutes. That won't make a difference. But here's the truth, 30 days of 15 minutes is 450 minutes of focused English learning. That's 7.5 hours. For many English learners, that's more focused learning than they did in the entire year before. So yes, it makes a difference. Here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, do the 15-minute daily routine I taught you. Every single day, no excuses. Day 1 will be hard. Your brain will feel tired. Day 7, you'll feel a little better. Day 14, you'll notice real improvement. Day 30, you'll be surprised at what you've learned. And after 30 days, come back and tell me about your progress. Comment below. Tell me what you learned. Tell me how your concentration improved. I read every comment, and I love hearing about your success. So, subscribe to English Compass for more practical English lessons. Like this video to help other English learners find it. Comment your favorite idea from this episode. And remember, keep going. Keep focusing. You are capable of learning English. Your brain is more powerful than you think. Thank you so much for listening today. This is Tom from English Compass. I'll see you in the next episode. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep that focus. Bye.